So, howdy. I had this interesting comment. I'm teaching an Aston Fitness for Living class and facilitating your body's magic. What does facilitating your body's magic really mean? Well, in the Aston paradigm, it really is a new math for motion, and it facilitates our ease and comfort and connection. And in teaching this class the other day, one of the participants said something about where's the handbook on, or where are the steps on releasing the anxiety that comes from, well, she just said from releasing the anxiety, but she's over 80. She just had a knee replacement last February, and up until that point, well, not even really, she had been trying not to have the surgery for a year, but she had been carrying the history of her life in her body. And our body can adapt, and we don't even know it. And we're all using ourselves in a stressful way, and we don't even know it. I just realized I was videoing and my washer was going into the spin cycle. One moment. It's not gonna unlock yet. We all use ourselves in a stressful way and we don't even know it. There's these little straws of the camel's back that get put on top of less than optimal movement, history, injury, trauma, big T trauma, little T trauma. And we go along not really understanding what's underneath. I like to use the analogy, the tip of the iceberg. And then maybe at some point, at some age, we have some pain and discomfort. For me, it was shin splints. And it was really hard for me to train for skiing and run. And looking back, that was my first sign that my body had really started to lose its capacity for flow, and I want to even say fun. I think that's another thing that happens as we age. We don't play in our body, and we lose that connection to fun. So, all of that, for this morning's video, I was doing some organizing, and in the handbook, in the guidebook, we can bring conscious movement to everything that we do. So if we're thinking about steps that we can think of, I could do a little standing arcing, transfer my weight forward, push off the ground, hip hinge, feather down, breathe out, pushing my feet, put my hands on my back so I can feel that I'm making the connection into rising in relationship to gravity instead of pulling myself up. Rise, side to side weight transfer, asymmetrically moving through right foot pushes, left foot pushes, right foot pushes, left foot pushes, thumbs turn out. Breathe in, connect to the breath, transfer my weight back to my whole foot, release the top of my knees. So arcing brings us to neutral. Neutral is one of the first steps that we want to practice, returning to neutral. Then the next piece is we need to learn how to transfer our weight again. So I transfer my weight forward, first side to side, Then I can go forward, which then I slide my other foot back, rocking. I like to teach a 3 rock, 1, 2, 3. And as I do that 3 rock in a fine-tuned way and understanding my uniqueness and learning how to feel my body, weight transfer down into gravity, up and over. I'm just gonna move this. So I can give myself a little mini practice right before I go to do a task. Arcing. Hand for awareness. The cycle of transforming our movement and transforming our balance and returning to more an authentic essence of moving and being here in relationship to gravity. The first piece is awareness. And then we start to learn our remodeling exercises, our restoring exercises, transferring my whole weight, shaking my arm. And so some of you are watching this and you haven't seen these moves yet. They'll come. Today is an integration day, and how I might, or every day is an integration day, but how I might put these concepts into my awareness that every moment can be a more optimized movement moment. Every moment can be an opportunity to release the stress of the stressful movement that we've been doing a long time. Standing arcing. Down into gravity, push off the foot, up and over. Feel the hip come up over the knee and the foot. So when we've been losing our balance, and I ask someone to come up and over here, they're like, oh, but I'm out of balance. But before that, they looked like this. And they didn't know that. They were overstabilized. They weren't truly balanced. So balance is so much more than not just falling over. It's where do we return to the communication from the ground to the stars, from the middle of the earth to the stars, that gives our nervous system the messages of safety and confidence. And we have to practice returning to that. When we were little, from our first breath to our first step, Maggie Rentala's phrase, dynamic neuromuscular stabilization, we spent every moment, repetition after repetition after repetition. We wanted something. We saw this pretty flower. We moved to it, and if we didn't move ideally, we fell down. But if we moved to it in connection, we eventually got there, and our desire was satiated. I'm not sure if that's the right word. Anyway. So I know I want to get that flower. I'm neutral. Softly release into gravity, push off, shimmy, zhuzh, connect through ground reaction force. A force that's opposite of pushing off the earth. Is it equal? I'm not sure. Newton's law, equal and opposite force. But when we're dealing with a body that is not equal, we are asymmetrical, then maybe it needs a little bit of asymmetry as I go there. And then I know my desire is that, so neutral, weight transfer, asymmetry, gravity, ground reaction force, there's the connection. Then I can go to what it is that I'm doing. And I like to call that the how am I doing what I'm doing? How am I doing what I'm doing? Gravity, ground reaction force. I got to do two hands. Gravity, ground reaction force. Come back. Gravity, ground reaction force. Go up to whatever it is to undo it. Gravity, ground reaction force. Get new support. Come back. And all of that then transfers over into the application, cycle of transformation, improve, learn, and apply. So the shirt, I just looked down. I teach, you feel the or you feel the ah. And one of my students in class the other day said, she calls it I call it pain. So when she feels the pain, that's her reminder to go, oh, wait a minute, let me bring more pain attention to this. Gravity, ground reaction force, one hand, the other hand. Gravity, ground reaction force. Back leg, front leg, push up, get the hanger. Aligned, come back, up and over the rainbow, down into gravity, push off. Up and over, back, forward, down into gravity. Walking on the diagonal. These are all concepts that we use through the Aston paradigm, through facilitating our body's magic for comfort and ease and confidence. And I was really moved by the person's comment about where's the manual to help with the anxiety. This is part of it.